Okay, here's Robbie.
Hey, Scott.
So I'm fixing to head out now. Although the weather's not that great.
It's terrible.
Waiting on my computer to acquire satellites in this fog here at Pisgah Inn. It's about 10:15. Gonna head out.
Where do you think you'll be in 2 hours when I leave
Folk
here?
Art Center.
Well, it'll also take me at least 35 or 40 minutes or 50
Okay.
or an hour according to this weather to get there too. So it may be 3 hours. Have enough to drink?
Yeah, I've got some stuff to drink.
Okay.
So I'm headed out. I'll see you later.
All right, honey.
Drive careful in the fog.
I will. Please be careful.
All right. Not sure how good this audio will be, but I'm hoping in 1,000 feet some of the fog will start to clear off and I'll have some good videos as I go downhill, drop a couple thousand feet to Asheville at the Folk Art Center before I start climbing again. I'm at mile marker 408 right now, just left the Pisgah Inn. I guess I can see 75 or 100 feet in front of me. It's misty, but I'm not getting wet right now like I was yesterday afternoon. But I sure can't see much. Waited till about 10:15 to leave, hoping things would clear off. I'll start hitting some tunnels soon, early this morning. So I'll go through at least 5 before I get to the Folk Art Center. jacket. Well, I've got on my sunglasses. That was a mistake. Pretty dark in that tunnel. Take off my glasses. Car behind me. Yeah, I can see better now with the glasses off. Good, I can certainly see better right now. See a few hundred yards ahead. See what kind of a view we can see this morning. Pretty nice. We've dropped down to 3980 feet. We were at 5,000.
This is Bald Knob parking area. Elevation is 4,500 feet. It's beautiful here, absolutely stunning. Just came through a horrible cloud, like as you can see right there. So that means that Scott's got like about 20 miles of that mess. He's got to come, and a lot of that's going to be downhill. So I guess that's good in one way, but he's kind of getting a little scared of coming downhill now, especially it's kind of damp. Walk up here and see what this sign says. I'm heading to the hotel. If he doesn't arrive by 5, I'm going to turn around and go back and see if I can find him. Oh, this is like what's bugging our forest. It's like some kind of predatory beetles. And you can see some kind of trees that are just being eaten alive. It's really beautiful right here. Just gorgeous. Hope Scott makes it down that mountain. I left him at Craggy Gardens. So, anyway, I'm going to go for now and talk to you later. Bye. Here's Scott having some pizza. It's now on its 3rd day. I guess it's still good. A lot of gnats around here eating us up. I just caught up with him. I left the Pisgah Inn at 11:30. Caught up with him. We're down here right at the Folk Art Center in that area. Fixing to climb the hill up to go toward Mount Mitchell. And then from there we're going to go to Little Switzerland to Big Lynn Lodge, stay at one of our favorite places.
Yeah, we had a lot of cloud cover when we left the hotel, but after going downhill for about 10 minutes, dropped 1,000 or 2,000 feet, the clouds kind of dissipated, and it got better. I just rode through Asheville. Had more traffic than I wanted. I guess it was because it was later in the day. It was closer to like 10 or 11.
Well, there is a lot of traffic out here today, but the speed limit is 35, which not very many.
I think it's everybody getting out of church.
Could be. Could be.
So I'm going to leave here and cycle uphill for a couple hours by Craggy Gardens. Isn't that right?
Yep. Go Craggy Gardens.
And because it's so late in the day, we need to get to the other hotel so we can be on time for supper.
Yeah.
I'll probably skip Mitchell and just keep going. Be a hard 30 miles from here, and then once I get to Mitchell, I get to go downhill some to the hotel. The last 8 or 10 miles after Highway 80, though, on the parkway are uphill. That's part of the Assault on Mount Mitchell route, so that'll be a tough climb.
Okay, love to Scott.
Okay, I just stopped and put on my lightweight jacket. This will be a pretty good downhill for about 10 miles here. I just passed Mount Mitchell. Pretty chilly. A lot of potholes on this road too. If you've ever done the assault on Mount Mitchell from Spartanburg, this place where I'm climbing right now is the one place where you get a little bit of downhill coming from Spartanburg. For me, it's uphill for a mile or two before I start going downhill again. This is kind of a loose, powdery gravel right here without the recent sealant. So it's slippery. That's slippery. It's the end of the second day of cycling the Blue Ridge Parkway. This morning I rode from the Pisgah Inn at Mount Pisgah over to Little Switzerland. Got a late start because of a bunch of fog and clouds there at Mount Pisgah, and waited till about 10:15 to get started. Even then it was really cloudy and hard to see, but I had to get going. And after riding northward about 10 minutes, 5 or 6 miles downhill, the clouds kind of broke a little bit, got to be a little nicer, and I was able to go faster and it was a little safer. But I did get back into the clouds around Mount Mitchell, Craggy Gardens, at the higher altitude. It was a really tough day. I felt like I was behind because I started so late. And one thing that made it even worse is a good bit of the parkway is being paved now with kind of a chip seal pavement, which means gravel with a sealer coating. And part of that was fresh and it had the sealer down, and part of it was just the gravel. So that made it dangerous, and there were signs up kind of cautioning cyclists. So I was on the brakes a lot, trying not to hit pools of gravel headed downhill. And they got progressively worse after the Craggy Gardens, Mount Mitchell area. I'm assuming they're going to come back and put a sealer down, which will just make it kind of like Velcro, but it'll be easier to ride on. The ride today was good. It was pretty much what I expected. The temperatures were good. Wasn't as hot as I've seen it in past years. About 56 when I started, stayed in the 60s most of the day. Of course, a little cooler as I went up in elevation. Robbie was with me, made a couple stops to eat a little leftover pizza and get some more Gatorade. Probably 20 miles before the finish, she came on to the down to the hotel here at Big Lynn Lodge at Little Switzerland. This is what these cabins look like here that we stay at. The dining area is on up the hill there. So we like to stay here. It's more family style, and of course the mountain view is great. Looking over in this area, it's still a little cloudy, a little overcast. Not as crisp as we like to see it with blue sky and clouds, but you know, sun setting and a lot of moisture in the air, really high humidity. So I'm pretty tired. Had 7,200 feet of climb today, which is about right. I had 9,300 feet yesterday, so those are 2 tough days of climbing. And I know when I start at the southern end and head north that I'm going to have those 2 big days of climbing. Tomorrow we're going to leave here and continue to head north, and we'll ride over to Glendale Springs. I think I got a 83 mile day tomorrow. Probably have around 6,000 feet of climb, won't be quite as bad. And weather should be good. I think it'll be in the 60s, maybe up around 70. We'll go over the Lynn Cove Viaduct, which is pretty cool, and over to Blowing Rock. And last year we actually stopped and had lunch in Blowing Rock, so I think we'll do that again this year. Kind of stop at Price Lake or Moses Cone there and get off the bike and head into Blowing Rock and have some lunch, and then head out from there to Glendale Springs. Little disappointed in the pavement today. A lot of potholes on the parkway, more so than it used to be, and then where they paved over it, we've got this chip seal now, which is like riding on Velcro. So that's been a real transition the past few years, and disappointed. And on the quick downhills, you really got to watch for the potholes. So makes you a little nervous to get up to speed. 6-8 years ago, pavement seemed to be better and you could go a little quicker without having to worry. We're having a great time. Had a great meal here at the Big Land Lodge tonight, and they have a great breakfast here, so we'll get up and have breakfast together. All right, good day 2 wrap up.